Hey guys, Huzz here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to Climb to Master, the series I got on my main account and attempt to climb to Master. Now we return, Diamond 4, 0 LP, so we did get promoted, which is great, you know. Series is coming back, get promoted pretty much straight away, so that's a great feeling. So yeah, what am I going to ban? I think I'm just going to get rid of the Cho'Gath. He still is pretty strong, so we'll just get rid of him. Don't really know what I'm going to play. Again, don't really have a preference, but I am more focusing on climbing than what I have been in the past. So if there's some repetition with champions, that's just going to happen. Because, yeah, you need to kind of get good with, like, some champions. And if I only play the, you know, say Malzahar, say I play him once a week, I'm not going to get that good with Malzahar. But if I play him a few times a week, then I probably will. And then this is why also I say Climb to Master is not about recording every single episode, because that could get a little bit more boring, playing the same champ over and over and over again. I personally don't find that very entertaining to commentate, and I don't imagine it to be incredibly entertaining to watch. But today we're going to bring out the old Xerath. I haven't played him in a while, but he's an old favourite on the channel of you guys. My Xerath videos always used to do quite well, viewership-wise. And I enjoy playing him. And I did get to a stage that I was pretty good with this champion. So it might take me like a while to get good with him again. What do I want to do? Do I want to go Thunderlords to burst? Yeah, okay. But yeah, it might take me a while to get good with him, because the problem with Xerath, just to mention, he's one of the, I don't know if the few champions in League of Legends, but he is such a champion that it depends really the day you're playing him. You can have a day of Xerath that you hit every single skill shot, every single ultimate, and people will call you a scripter. Then the next day, you can't hit anything. Like, that's Xerath. A lot of it is just you're in the zone and, like, you know, you're throwing those ultimates out. And a lot of it's just, you know, a casual flick, like you flick and then ult, flick and then ult. And sometimes it just hits and it's just like, bam, you know, we're going in today. So hopefully we have a good performance of, you know, back on him. But, yeah, haven't played him in a while. As for my summoners, am I going to go Ignite? Ignite helps me with the 1v1 and I'm going Thunderlord, so it is tempting. But is it worth the temptation? Because, you know, Elise could possibly camp me quite a lot, because, again, Xerath's mobility is very low. If he doesn't have flash, very easy gank, especially around level 6, because Orianna could just ult slow with W, and then Elise can just come and, like, go, hello, cocoon, and then dead. But is it worth it? The other option, obviously, would be going probably Ghost, to try and dodge cocoons and stuff, and like to have the speed. I'm gonna see what a top lane is. I'm gonna see what the top lane is, see what they go. They're against a gangplank in top lane. Which, you know, you can basically play anything and you'll beat gangplank in lane. It's just depending on the gangplank's late game. The enemy team, I will say, their late game is scary. Obviously, Elise's damage kind of falls off in late game when it comes to grouping, but an Orianna, Vayne, Gangplank, Lulu, that's a very scary late game. Where our comp, it's still pretty scary. You know, Xerath, good in late game. Kha'Zix can one-shot people in late game. Tristan's incredibly strong in late game, and Janna's got good peel. And then Camille, Camille's not bad in late game at all, because she can just go on the Vayne. So this game's going to be interesting. But do I go with the Ignite? Yeah, screw it. We're going to Ignite. So team comp's locked in. Without much further ado, let's go to the loading screen where we break down today's game. Okay, welcome to the loading screen. This reviews website, lolskill.net. And as you can see, my team has a 50.2% chance to win. But let's break it down. They've got a D4 Vayne, D4 Lulu, D5 Elise, D5 Orianna, and a D5 Gangplank on my team. D4 Camille, D4 Xerath as myself, D4 Trista, D5 Kha'Zix in promo to D4. If we win this match, he'll get promoted. And a D4 Janna. I can also show you guys, because I normally don't show this screen, but more and more people now, I look above my head, the Janna and the Tristana, more and more people I'm seeing have those honor things, and that's honor level 3. I don't think I'll get one for a while, because, yeah, I'm getting honored, but I'm only roughly playing, you know, 1 or 2 games a day. But let's go straight into the game. That normally doesn't happen. Alright, so we're going to go the normal Doran's Ring. And obviously Ghost on the Orianna. Standard. You're against the Xerath. He's purely a skill shot champion. Again, if you don't know much about Xerath, every single one of his abilities is a skill shot. So Ghost is very good versus him. You speed up and you can dodge quicker and easier. But yeah. Exhaust on the Camille's a bit interesting to me. Also, I just noticed it's raining. Does it normally rain on Summoner's Rift? Look, it's raining. Is it only raining like there, though? I'm so confused. It's not raining in the river. Oh my god, look, it's raining just here. We found an Easter egg, everybody. Has anybody else seen that before? Like, it's the only place on the map that it's raining. Is that because of Janna, maybe? No idea. Let's move on. Xerath. So Xerath is pretty cool. Would I recommend him to the average player? No. Xerath is very, I said earlier, hit or miss. You're either going to do really well or you're going to do probably very bad. There, a lot of the time, isn't really an average performance for Xerath. It doesn't really exist. You'll probably either do well or do bad. Which is both a positive and a negative. Okay, so yeah, she did that on mistake. I thought she wasn't going to do that on purpose. It's a bit weird. But it can definitely work. Having the exhausts for the enemy team isn't a bad thing at all. They've got a Vayne, they've got a Gangplank, so exhausts will do very well against the enemy team. Okay, I'm going to try and focus on farm. Ooh, mama. They did not auto-attack straight away. They should be careful because, like, always be careful when you're doing that bush tactic. Why should you be careful? Well, guess who's nearby? The enemy jungler. So if the enemy jungler just goes, oh, I'm going to change my plan and go help them, and you're doing a really long fight, guess what? You're dead. So always be really careful with doing that extended. A lot of the time you just want to, like, get a summoner if you can, poke them in the early game, you know, just get a lane advantage. Very rarely you actually want to go for, like, a legit kill because the chances of actually getting it is really low. That was kind of an evenish trade. Well, I slightly won it because minions are actually attacking her at the same time. There's the first blood, which I'm not surprised. Again, like I said earlier, Gangplank's lane phase is just ridiculously weak. And even though she didn't mean to go Exhaust, it's going to help her. Exhaust is a really good summoner in top lane in 1v1 duels, arguably better than the Ignite. Damn, I got ganked by her really early. I wasn't expecting that gank, obviously. That's why I died. I did use both summoners. I don't know if she flashed or anything. She might have, and Elise might have flashed. Again, one of my weaknesses, especially with commentating, is paying attention to what people are actually blowing and, like, remembering that information. Yeah, you can't 1v1 who's a level down. I believe she did flash, though. But yeah, had really nice aggression there on the Orianna, but then get punished. I guess that's what happens when you go aggressive. Who got the kill? Okay, so Elise did get the kill. That could mean another Doran's Ring maybe for Orianna and boots. She's not back in lane though. I don't think the lane will just randomly turn, but like I mentioned to you guys earlier, this is a pretty easy lane for Elise to camp, especially now that I don't have flash. I've seen a lot of people when I used to play this champion a lot of people go, how do you counter him? You know, he just plays whatever's in a 1v1, defensive and pokes you from range. Yeah, just camp him. Like, Xerath can't deal with 2v1s with his lack of mobility. So she's now near mid again. Jesus Christ. Like, the right thing to do... I mugged up. The right thing to do in that situation is push. Okay, goodbye your pings. She's in mid again. Again, it's not surprising. So just stay the other side of the lane, furthest away from her. Try to last hit where I can. Well, kind of what I want to do is push the lane into the tower so the lane will reset. Still mid lane. If Kha'Zix actually was like really paying attention, he'd come to mid lane right now because we know where the Elise is. She doesn't know that I know, most likely, but it would force like a really good situation, like a gank, or a counter gank, sorry. Because she's either farming our jungle, which there's no jungle to farm, or she's just still like in this area, or she's gone back into her own territory. But yeah, just gotta wait for it to get pushed in, basically. Okay, there's Elise. Wrong ping, but it's just to make people aware. Hopefully they're okay. I think they will be. Yeah, they're fine. Nice. So she's gone early Mobies, the Elise. That shows she wants to be aggressive and, you know, gank as much as possible in the early game. Camille snowballing doesn't surprise me whatsoever. God, if that stun hit, that would have been hilarious. This Elise's playstyle is kind of weird to me. But I don't... If my team end up dying because of this, that's really dumb. Because they literally had full vision of the Elise in a bush. So that's really dumb. I don't know how you die after having complete vision. But apparently people do. So because we obviously got ganked in the early, this lane all that at the moment is about basically just trying to stay relatively relevant. Going for like just our base item and then eventually looking to 1v1. Play safer. Honestly, that isn't even about playing safer. That's just about not really doing a really weird mistake. Like, you have the Elise here and the Janna just walks up to them for no actual reason that I can tell. Use my Ignite for a bit's worth it. Kill's a kill. I've got to be pretty careful because Elise could dive me pretty easily. She's got the magical thing that is called Repel. And I do need to go back, but I don't want to go back when it's so close to my tower like this. I'd rather push this one more wave and just basically pray that she's not coming here. Again, I'm not really focused on getting those last hits. I just want to get it away from the tower. Still get the XP, so it's not a bad thing at all. Obviously, I'd prefer having the last hits, but wasn't the priority. Alright, let's get the mana. One of those. Two of those. Presume, yeah, I'm not getting blue. The first one would have been nice, but whatever. That's why I bought the mana component. If I knew I was getting blue, by the way, I'd buy the cooldown reduction component, but because he took the blue, buy the mana component first. We can probably kill her again. Shouldn't be that difficult, because I didn't even land my stun then. Alright. I want to get a ward down, because I kind of feel like I'm going to get ganked again pretty soon. Or are they going for Kha'Zix in our jungle? Because, like, Gangplank's missing. Orianna's down there. Okay. I completely blanked where the Elise was. She was above me. But yeah, that hurt. She might kill him. And then E. Or just, wow, damn. Yeah. Okay. Are they getting my tower? I'm annoyed because the only lane that Elise has successfully ganked has been mid lane. Nice play. So much damage. Go, go, Power Rangers. Oh, she flashed. Good kill. I'm coming! Ah, Kha'Zix isn't with me. If he was, like, still around, I'd go for it. Oh, that was a good stun. What's the Gangplank doing? Crazy weak Gangplank teleporting in against 2 people. Like, Kha'Zix probably would have just killed him alone. That's potentially a tilted Gangplank because obviously he's been getting crushed in top lane. Whenever you get crushed, your judgment generally goes down. You're like, you're desperately trying to make some type of play. Damn, this Elise has so much pressure. I guess it's just the Mobies. The Mobies are just allowing her, and movement speed with the Aether Wisp. So it's movement speed from Spider Form, Mobies, and Aether Wisp. It's just making this Elise like Sonic Spider. And she's just going around the map like doing everything. It's like, holy moly. I'm upgrading tier 2 boots early because of how quick the enemy team are. I need my movement speed to be a bit higher. An interesting game so far. A lot of pressure that we've had to deal with. And Xerath isn't very good at dealing with the early pressure. Xerath very much is a mid to late game champion. Can do fine in, you know, lane phase. Like we were doing fine. But that one gank, you know, just puts you pretty behind and kind of makes you a little bit fearful of a lot of stuff. Just stopping her doing the wolves for free. By the way, another kill. Randomly, Tristana's gone top lane. I don't exactly know why. Considering her lane... Are they just swapping? Oh, poor Orianna. I've always found that to be a little bit buggy. So she flashed, but the Kha'Zix Q animation went off before. So the Q technically went off, even though the range looked a bit weird. I've always felt that they might need to look into that. It's like in first-person shooter games, when you get killed when you're behind a corner. It's the difference between where the game thinks you are, and where you actually are. Wait, what the hell? Where's the Kha'Zix? Oh, he nearly got killed by the Ludens. Not letting them get the tower. Oh, that was a wild Q. That'll occasionally happen to you. Thanks for the free kill.
You have slain an enemy.
Ah, no. So Camille did do a lot of work there, by the way. She got a tier 2 and she just went a little bit too crazy. But yeah, even though, you know, we've got shut down quite a lot this game, we're doing well. You know, we're not doing bad at all. We've been involved in, what, 6 kills? We've got a 50% kill participation right now, which isn't bad. Compare that to the Orianna. She's, what, been involved in 2 out of 9. So she's been involved in, what, like 18% roughly kills? Something like that. Or more, no, 24? So yeah, so I've been involved in a lot more kill participation than her, which is great. Which is exactly what you want. We just need our bot lane just to kind of stop feeding, because they've not had a very good game. And they kind of are continuing doing the same thing over and over and over again. And that's why Camille keeps kind of just saying, hey guys, just stop forcing, because that's kind of what's been happening with them the whole game. And it's not really been working for them. So... yeah, oh my god, he's full health. This Tristana's crazy. Don't jump in like that. Like, what? That's why you're 0-4. She literally jumped into a Fed Elise. Like, who the hell would do that? It took me a second to process what she actually did. Yeah, it took me like a couple seconds to process. Wait, did she legit jump into a Fiddleese? Yep, yeah, she did. Who knows why? If you're tilted, you're supposed to just play passive. You're not supposed to go crazy. If you're literally self-identifying you're tilted, take a step back. You don't continue going guns-ho. Nice to get the mid lane, though. Sweet. Item build. See, that Gangplank is 1 and 8. Oh, I did not notice he was 1 and 8. Ugh. I don't like that my farm's been taken, but there's nothing really I can do about it, right? I think he might be just dead. It's gonna be really hard with this bot lane. Nothing we can do about the Rift Herald. I don't know what happened with Kha'Zix. Like, did he... Was he trying to do Rift Herald, like, by himself and then got caught out? Or, like, what happened? I actually do not know. Because I think the Rift Herald was pulled. I think. And then 3 people were on the Kha'Zix. Also, I've got a pretty decent amount of gold, so I don't know if I actually should be doing what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway. Who's actually got it? Okay, the Elise has actually got the Rift Herald. I'm going to go back and buy. I got too much gold just to be randomly chilling. How did she dodge that cocoon? That did not look like a dodge, but sure. Oh. Oh, Triss! What are you doing? This Tristana, holy moly. She has no control over a, like, mouse, apparently. She, like, just was, like, kind of spazzing out, not doing anything. She has ult up, by the way. That's why I was like, just ult the Vayne away. Nope. Just kind of spazzed around, not doing anything. It's like, okay, that's weird. Good damage. It's a 7-0 Vayne. She had ult up. That surprised me. We may end up actually losing this game because of the bot lane, sadly. I think this game should be relatively free. But, again, sometimes your team they are going to lose you games. No matter what you do. And that's just solo queue. Again, you can't complain. Because that's just what it is. Everybody has the same situation. You're not special in the fact that you have bad teammates. Everybody has bad teammates. Part of being a good player is you climb anyway. Do I eventually get this blue? Ah! I won't get a blow. Could we do Baron? I know this sounds crazy, but could we do it? Like, we're all here. Nah. That's too crazy. hit one more, she might have been dead. Damn. Lisa's up, by the way. But I'm pretty sure we can stop her. She's in mid lane. Good idea to heal, I'd say, because we are pretty, you know, low health here. This is early game, kinda, and we don't really have a tank. Yeah, she's dead. Nice turn of events. There's a Rift Herald coming. Help! I legit missed that Q then. Their Rift Herald isn't going to do anything. Ha 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 ha. Feels good, man. I'm going to go back and buy and then go get blue and then we should group because we've got Rift Herald at 20 minutes. When this game... who knows what this game is, let's be honest. I think we just have to group and then we can deal with the Vayne. The problem is if we randomly get like 4-man Orianna ultied, that's going to definitely hurt. Let's see. I can like probably, I think, one-shot the Vayne, I'd say. She should not be alone. She just saw that we did Dragon and she's just kind of still chilling in mid lane alone. Again, like I said earlier, her playstyle is a little bit weird. Camille should just probably group, I'm going to be honest. I don't think there's a massive reason for her to split push. Oh, that was so close. Nearly killed him. Damn, I'm doing so much damage. Alright, they've killed that. We may as well actually go down here. Get the inhibitor. Inhibitor. Oh, I need to hit those. Triss can probably kill everything, huh? She's gonna just reset jump. That's game. Woo, what a tough game, though. From them feeding like crazy to getting a quadra kill. And not Penta. There we go. Yeah, Vayne played well, but like I don't know what she did that in like the late game. There was no reason for her to do that. Like she went for Kha'Zix like solo outside the base. Yeah, that when you're the 7-0 Vayne, I think you've got to care about your life a bit more. And she really just didn't care about her own life. And she just kind of died because of it. There we go. Nice win. Good performance. I'll take it. Got a little bit behind, obviously, in the early game, but I'm alright with it. Dealt with it well. Didn't feed. I'm gonna give it to the Camille. I'm gonna say stayed cool because she won her lane even though we had that really bad bot lane in the early game. And she just kept doing her job and she stayed cool. She didn't like tilt out because of the bot lane. So there we go. Wait, what? I got honors galore. Okay, I was the honorable person apparently. So we went 5-2-10, 10 assists. So I was involved in 15 out of the 26 kills. So over a 50% kill participation, like a 60% kill participation or something like that. That's pretty good. 20 LP gained. Again, our MMR is in a pretty good place. Get an A+. Unfortunately, not an S. What would have it made to be an S? Probably a bit more farm, probably. And damage done. I do the second most on my team. Kha'Zix doing the most with the Vayne, doing the most on the enemy team. So that's going to be it. Did I get them all for a teammate loved playing alongside you? That was, yeah, that was the reason, apparently. So there we go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, throw a like on the video. Getting a lot of quick episodes done recently. Like, they're all around 30-minute episodes, which I kind of like But I also do like the longer games, but at the moment I only care about winning. So that's pretty much it. So if you guys did enjoy, throw a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys next time.